Welcome back to GH Always channel. Today we will learn about the dramatic developments unfolding in Port Charles as tensions rise and secrets threaten to surface in the latest episode of General Hospital. A web of suspicion and confrontation. The atmospheric halls of General Hospital buzz with intrigue as Elizabeth Baldwin finds herself under unexpected scrutiny. The normally composed nurse appears visibly unsettled as Ava Jerome bombards her with questions that seem far from casual conversation. Elizabeth's medical expertise may be unquestionable, but her patience is wearing thin as she directly challenges Ava, "Why are you asking me all these questions?" The tension between them is palpable, with Elizabeth completely unaware that Ava has discovered the shocking truth about Rick Lansing's accident. His brake lines were deliberately cut. This revelation has set Ava's investigative instincts ablaze, particularly as she pieces together that she herself might have been the intended target of this sabotage. The calculated nature of this attempted murder has Ava mentally assembling a list of suspects, and her intense questioning of Elizabeth suggests she's hunting for confirmation of her theories. Meanwhile, across Port Charles, a different kind of tension unfolds in the Spencer kitchen. Jocelyn Jacks finds herself cornered in an uncomfortable triangle with her mother Carly Spencer and the ever-perceptive Jason Morgan. The atmosphere grows thick with suspicion as Jason's expression betrays his doubts about Jocelyn's elaborate travel tales. Her casual mention of Easter Island experiences triggers an unmistakable reaction from Jason, whose worldly knowledge threatens to unravel her carefully constructed alibi. "I didn't know you'd been to Easter Island," Jocelyn remarks with forced casualness, desperately trying to maintain her composure while her mind races for a believable explanation. This moment of truth puts Jocelyn in a precarious position. Not only must she outmaneuver Jason's skepticism, but she must also prevent her mother's protective instincts from kicking into high gear. Carly's questioning gaze suggests the beginning of maternal suspicion that could prove far more difficult to evade than Jason's silent doubts. Dangerous liaisons and unexpected accusations. The sterile walls of the Port Charles Police Department become the backdrop for another dramatic confrontation as Jack Brennan delivers a stunning accusation to Anna Devane. The seasoned spy finds herself blindsided when her focus on Valentine Cassidy's suspicious activities is abruptly redirected. "Valentine's not the one who's in trouble, you are," Brennan declares with authoritative confidence, shifting the power dynamic in an instant. This unexpected turn raises profound questions about the complex relationship between Brennan and Valentine. Despite their violent history and apparent animosity, could they be orchestrating an elaborate scheme behind the scenes? Anna's usually unflappable demeanor shows cracks as she processes this accusation, her mind undoubtedly racing through possible angles and motivations for Brennan's sudden offensive stance. The sacred quiet of the hospital chapel provides little comfort as Lucky Spencer confronts Christina Corinthos Davis in what promises to be a watershed moment. The weight of recent events hangs heavily between them as Lucky's expression darkens with righteous anger. His initial willingness to provide Christina with an alibi has evaporated in light of Elizabeth's injuries, a consequence he hadn't anticipated when making his earlier promises. "You've gone too far this time," Lucky states with unmistakable gravity, "and you need to pay for it." His words echo in the chapel's hallowed space, underscoring the moral crossroads he faces. Will his loyalty to Elizabeth override any previous commitments to Christina? The possibility of legal consequences looms large as Lucky grapples with his conscience and Christina confronts the potential collapse of her carefully constructed defenses. Memories and mysteries unfold. In the quiet recovery room of General Hospital, Rick Lansing experiences the disorienting return of crucial memories. The fog of trauma begins to lift as fragments of the accident resurface in his consciousness. "I just remembered something about the accident," he reveals to an unseen visitor, his voice carrying the weight of this significant breakthrough. Earlier flashbacks had placed Christina suspiciously close to his vehicle before the crash, and now additional details appear to be crystallizing in his mind. The timing of these recovered memories could prove catastrophic for Christina, especially as Lucky contemplates turning her in to the authorities. The question remains, what exactly has Rick remembered? Was it the terrifying moment when he pumped the brakes only to discover they weren't responding? Or perhaps the image of Christina standing near his car has become clearer, potentially implicating her directly in the sabotage? As these memories coalesce, they threaten to shatter the fragile web of secrets and lies that has protected the guilty thus far. Emotional confrontations and difficult choices. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Kai Taylor and Trina Robinson engage in what appears to be a deeply personal and potentially relationship-defining conversation. The emotional stakes are evident as Trina challenges him with a poignant question: why should I miss out on something that I love doing so much? The ambiguity of their discussion opens multiple interpretative possibilities. Could they be revisiting their disagreement about Drew Kane's generous offer to finance Kai's cutting-edge surgery? Perhaps Kai is drawing parallels between his medical situation and Trina's passionate commitment to her artistic pursuits, using her dedication as a mirror to reflect his own fears and hesitations. The complexity of their exchange suggests that fundamental values and life philosophies are being tested, potentially reshaping the foundation of their relationship. As these dramatic scenarios unfold simultaneously across Port Charles, the interconnected web of consequences grows increasingly tangled. Elizabeth's suspicions about Ava's questioning, Jocelyn's desperate attempts to maintain her cover story, Anna's unexpected confrontation with Brennan, Lucky's moral dilemma regarding Christina, and Rick's returning memories all converge toward what promises to be an explosive resolution. The characters stand at various precipices, their choices in these crucial moments likely to ripple through their lives and relationships in profound and potentially irreversible ways. The truth about the brake line sabotage appears poised to emerge from the shadows, threatening to expose not only the perpetrator but also those who have, knowingly or unknowingly, participated in concealing this dangerous act. As memories clarify and consciences awaken, Port Charles braces for revelations that could permanently alter its social landscape and the lives of those caught in this web of deception, loyalty, and consequences.